You like how I just sprung that on you?
Yeah, have a nice what? What do you have a what, Eric?
Eric, for the love of God, start us off.
Well, happy first of the year, everybody. We made it to 2021. So give yourselves a fucking round of applause, jerk yourself off, take a shot of whatever you want. Whatever. Anyway, so welcome to the only self-aware podcast in Airsoft, where we talk about bullshit that happens between the games. And with us, we have Cole.
Howdy do.
Karl.
Hello.
Corey.
What up?
And my name is Punk, and welcome to the first episode of 2021. Before we get into what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to go over some of our sponsors, e.g.
Chill.
Use ASAP 15 for 15% off your any textile and smoke products within the United States. Head over to their website, use ASAP 15, and get yourself 50% off. Next, we got KWA. The Mod 3 just came out. These guys have been tried and true since you guys have probably been starting playing Airsoft. So good brand, good guys, and we're happy that they're still with us in 21. And then last but not least is Overwatch Tactics. They make cool games. They use neat props. They do cool stories. So they should be probably putting out some new information here pretty soon about some of the next events coming up for them. So stay tuned for that as well. Without further ado, Cole, what you got?
Not a whole lot. No, I mean, it's kind of a little bit off the cuff that tonight, just us. We don't have a guest. We've got some stuff lined up for the next couple of shows. We've got shit coming down the pipe as far as we've got event hosts. We've got gear makers. We've got fucking gun makers. We've got all kinds of shit coming, but you just get us for tonight. So yeah, I figured we just fucking, how you guys feeling about the new year so far? Because mine started with, I woke up to a ridiculous fucking text from work and had to go in on a holiday. Because 2020 got one last fuck you in to me at my job. This fucking dude drove in. So if you guys don't know what I do, I'm a garage manager for parking garages. This motherfucker drove into the entrance, drunk as shit, swerved, and drove over the card reader, completely beefed it, stumbles out of his car drunk as fuck, like falls against the wall, walks around the corner, in full view of the security camera that's in 4K, whips his dick out, takes a piss, drops his keys, walks back to the car, can't figure out why the car won't start. Security comes over and shows him where the keys are, and he gets in his car and drives away.
Crack job.
Yeah, so I woke up this morning.
Is there any like security footage of this?
Yeah, I've got footage of it. I'm sending it to the Fort Worth PD like as soon as I can.
Can we blur out some faces and make that like
maybe.
I mean,
maybe. Let me see what the legality of that is, but that may be our newest short.
That would be great.
Oh man, but what about you guys? Because I'd like to kind of talk about where we are coming from 2020, what we're getting into with 2021, what the plans are. I've got a bunch of new shit that I'm trying out this year. So,
Corey, did you work last night, or were you?
Yeah, no,
Did you have an exciting night?
Man, honestly, it was probably the most chill New Year's I've ever worked. Normally, I work like a homicide or a suicide or just something nuts. And last night, people went outside and shot their guns up in the air like normal human beings, and then went back inside. So we can all appreciate that.
It was not like that here. When I had to drive into work to do that shit, dude, it looked like fucking Mad Max. There were car parts everywhere.
Well, yeah, there was that.
Fucking mirrors, but it was like I've never seen it where it's like every 100 feet there was like pieces of a car.
Yeah. What's nice is like when it snows like that, they just say we're not working wrecks. So that makes my night a lot easier.
Nice.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how's the snow down there?
I mean, it was good snowman building snow, I guess. Yeah, I made an igloo last time, so no, it was good. We always have a good time with it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it hasn't snowed here yet, so
no. It'll be gone in 2 days. It's Oklahoma, so it'll probably be 75 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably flip flops pretty quick.
Yeah, no, our weather here sucks. I was outside in shorts and a t-shirt like 3 days ago. It was like, I want to say it was 60 degrees, 50. It was like high 50s, low 60s.
I couldn't.
Yeah. And then it was 29 last night. So yeah, it's stupid.
What about you, Karl?
Not much, really. I've been staying. I didn't do anything. I literally played Tarkov, got mad, and got off before midnight. So.
I think I was asleep at 11:30. Like I wouldn't even.
Yeah, I heard fireworks. Like my neighbor, literally right next to me, was shooting off fireworks. Like right as I was falling asleep, I was like, "Fuck!" All right.
Yeah, they were loud as shit. It was like they're throwing the mortar shells like outside my fucking window. My new baby really appreciated that shit.
The 20 minutes leading up to 12 o'clock, and then like the half an hour to an hour afterwards, just nothing but mortar going off.
Boom, 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 boom. Dancing to that shit.
I mean, like mine was pretty chill. We just kind of hung out and like kept it low key. So,
you guys got any plans to go out and like play at all for the first time of the year?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's been actually a new field added to Colorado that was like mainly paintball, but they're opening up to airsofters more. It sounds like they're dedicating like an actual Speedsoft field.
Those are actually fun. I love fields like that.
Blitz paintball is, I believe, what it's called. And I have a couple of guys here I shot that video for that really want me to get out there. So
Speedsoft.
Soon,
yeah,
hopefully.
I'm going to Dallas Fort Worth Adventure Park tomorrow. I might travel out to D14 as well. But it just depends on how gross it is. Because I love D14, but that place turns into a fucking swamp if we get any rain.
Yeah.
And it is cold, and it's been raining for like 3 days.
It's gonna be pretty moist.
Just a little gross.
It's gonna be a little moist out there.
But how's Thunderkiss been, Eric, up there?
Oh man, okay. So Thunderkiss has been they've been having some hard times. So because pretty much all indoor stuff is no go. So they've only been running off of their pro shop.
Oh wow.
So like they haven't had any like indoor play business at all for months, and it ain't looking good. So
I'm a little curious to see, because I haven't like tried to do a tally, but I'm really curious to see how many event hosts and fields got destroyed by COVID, because Titan Milsim is dead as of today.
Yep.
I don't know if a lot of people in the chat know who they are, but I went up to their Jackal 5 game. It's they do local events, and they did events up in Colorado, something that Derek and Karl went to a lot. I know they've got mixed feelings about that event promoter, but nobody likes to see an event promotion die like that, especially when like it's got a fan base and people are going and having fun. But I don't know what all the background was to that, but it's definitely dead. No, Brandon, we're not going to be at Iron Horse, unfortunately. That is next weekend. That is not dead. American Milsim is still going strong. They've got Iron Horse 3 next weekend in Perry, Georgia at the Guardian Center, which should be really, really fucking cool. It's like playing on a movie set. It's just not worth the 18-hour drive for me, especially when I've got a newborn at home. Like, I'm not taking a week off of work to fucking drive all the way out there, but good on everybody that's going to be there. It's going to be butt fucking cold, so enjoy that.
Yeah, Kate said she'll be there, so
yeah,
nice.
Kate will be there. I think Fat Kid, dude, did you see Fat Kid's fucking loadout picture that AMS put up of like his boxes? Oh shit.
Yeah.
That kid, dude, Ryan is just a monster. Like, he's
the most organized person I've ever seen at an Airsoft event.
Oh, it's crazy. His boxes with spare guns and spare mags, and
yeah,
no, we just throw our shit into a fucking plastic box and hope for the best.
Yeah, and we're always missing something. There's always a $100 or $200 expenditure at the pro shop
for you. Yeah,
yeah.
Speaking of Fat Kid, oh, I got to show this thing off. I can't not. Recently, I made a decision, and I ended up with a VFC Sig Air MCX Fatco Tier 1 build. I'm gonna take it out and like actually play with it for the first time tomorrow. But so far, I am just absolutely blown away by this thing. Like I always known he's done good work, but the only custom guns I have all been from Zero from X Customs. My probably main Milsim gun is still gonna be the PTW. Like if I go to like the Milsim West event this year, or whenever I go to like some of the bigger ops, I'll still run this. But the MCX is definitely going to be my new go-to for a while, if I can figure out the mag issue, because all my guns have to have some fun little quirk. And the MCX is really picky about mag fitment. The mags I got work and they fit and they lock in like they should, but you got to kind of rock them a little bit. So there's not going to be like fucking slam in quick mag changes for me, unfortunately, which I can't do anyway, so it's not a huge thing.
Yeah, that might fix with break-in though.
I think he said they would. Part of the problem is the MCX is front wired, and so you've got that wire right there in the mag well going from the front, or going to the front rather, from the gearbox. So there's like no real good way to get rid of that. He took out the original wiring and put in thinner, like better wiring for it, which is great. So it'll definitely last longer, but I'm a little hesitant to just like start shoving shit in there.
Yeah.
You could do one of those
heck
battery boxes, I guess you could say.
So it's not that wiring I'm talking about. So there is wiring coming from the gearbox. I don't know if you probably won't be able to see it, but there is a wire. Oh, you might. Right there next to the gearbox. And that is what's kind of blocking the magazines a little bit. So the mags go in and they go in far enough and they lock in, but I have to kind of like rock it in order to get it to like not fuck up that wire. So we'll see. And that's nothing that like Fat Kid can do or like move around. It's just how the gun's set up. And I'd seen the reviews and seen that it was a problem before I got one, but I just really wanted an MCX because that gun makes me horny. I really, really like it a lot. It's I think it's pretty fucking sweet. But that's gonna be my 2021 workhorse. I'm a little upset that I can't take it to Iron Horse because I think it would be super fucking fun in all those tight corridors and that fucking subway tunnel, especially. But alas, I can't do it.
I want to do like a modern AK build. That's my next plan, I think.
You want to HPA it, or?
I don't know. I have no idea yet. I just think I want to do some modern AK style. But that's my only thing I have going.
Yeah,
I need to sell some shit, realistically.
Yeah, I have so much shit I need to sell. I'm trying to sell fucking Cass my Blue Grip Sistema, and he's buying it. He's just taking a sweet ass fucking time doing it. But I told him it wouldn't go anywhere until he wanted it. So on the shelf, that hoe will sit.
True.
But aside from like gear, because I think Punk and I are awaiting packages right now. Some very special packages. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So a couple episodes, maybe a month ago,
Two episodes back, yeah.
2 episodes back, we had Demo and Eric from SYG. Eric being one of the lead designers and creators of Speed QB. They were kind enough to send us a care package. So myself and Cole, we're going to be getting our hands on some of their new lineup, and it's really excited about it. If you guys haven't gone over to the checked out the other episode, it's up now, isn't it? Too Cole.
Mm-hmm. The episode's up on both SoundCloud. It's still on Facebook. I would recommend checking that one out on the Facebook page because we pull up a bunch of pictures of the products, so you can see what we're audibly orgasming over.
Right.
But it's I'm going to ruffle a lot of jammies because I'm going to be running Speed QB kit at Milsim games, but it's tailored kit for Milsim events. So.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is that like this stuff was like designed from the ground up to be interchangeable with all of their other gear, and it's designed, to be for airsoft. So it's going to be nice to like play with or use gear that's designed for it. That it's not the typical like Gucci gear you'd see somewhere else. Like it's nice to have some dedicated stuff. So. Cole and I are both really looking forward to getting our hands on it and playing around with it, because like the loadout configurations with those their kit is almost limitless. So
yeah, the modularity of it is big dumb, and you can mix it and match it with like existing kit, which is also really cool. But we should have that stuff here in a couple of weeks. Punk has got a new segment he's going to start doing for us, which is I think where you guys will see that first, because I am neither talented enough or have the motivation to make reviews or kit videos, but Punk's actually pretty fucking good at it.
So some of you guys may or may not remember some of the older videos that I would do called Punk's Drunk Airsoft Review, called it PDAR. There's only like 2 or 3 episodes of it, so they weren't like, it wasn't
we tried to do it at my house.
we tried, and all we ended up doing it was reaction videos to YouTube, to airsoft YouTubers, and it got brutal. So we were like, we're gonna scrap that for now. We'll table that for later. So yeah, I'm gonna be bringing that back, but I'm gonna be doing something along the lines of, because it as a result of me having a wonky schedule during the holidays, I've had some leniency to be on the show and be with you guys, but for the most part, our conflicts of schedule is just too much where I can't be on. So I'm gonna be doing a ASAP Presents show called Alone Time with Punk, and it could be airsoft, it could not, I don't know, fucking it's my show, I'll do what I want. So like, get ready for that.
And if you guys
other many things,
I was gonna say we've got a bunch of shit we're gonna try and probably fail at most of it over the next year.
Okay.
If you guys have got stuff you want to see content wise other than the podcast, let us know. Corey and I have kind of thrown the idea around about doing like tactical style movie reviews. Could be fun, because I think the idea is we do like good tactical movies and like show you why they were good, and then we'd pick really shitty ones and just fucking tear into those. We've got the short film stuff, which is still rocking and rolling. The QRF film is still a go. That's being pushed to Copperhead 2021 though. And then we've got something else in the works that Corey's working on.
Yes, we're announcing that really soon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I didn't know if it was announced or not, but yeah.
No, we have not. I made a little teaser video and then somehow lost it, so I have to rebuild it. I put a new hard drive in my system, and a lot of my old things randomly disappeared. So
fun.
Yeah, I'm finding them slowly one by one, but
yeah, I'm really curious to see if we see, now that COVID's like kind of coming out or kind of disappearing a little bit, dissipating some. You've got the vaccinations are coming out. We've got a lot of stuff that's kind of starting to ease up. I think it's going to get a lot worse here in the next couple of months, and then it should start getting better. That's kind of my prediction on it. Like, I think here in the next 2 or 3 weeks, like, it's going to be fucking buck ass wild. Because I know it is, like in Texas, like Fort Worth, cases are fucking just absolutely through the roof. But I'd be really curious to see how innovative people get, or how many people that are content creators have spent time during COVID, like tooling shit they would want to do in 2021 and coming up with new and interesting ideas. God knows we fucking haven't.
I was sad.
We're fucking complete shitbirds. So we've got stuff like, like who we want to have on and some new segment ideas. Jacob Wendell's asking, who do we plan on having? We are going to have the guys from Real Sim LLC here on February 12th. They have an event coming up soon at D-Day Adventure Park. So if you look them up on Facebook, it's Real Sim LLC. They said there's actually doing a 20% off until midnight tonight. That will get you 20% off if you put in New Year in all caps, one word, New Year, for their event that's going on at D-Day Adventure Park. It's like a 36 or 48 hour straight game.
Nice.
So it's got some really interesting features in it. I'm going to plan on being there. If I can. I mean, obviously I'm going to try to make all the events that I can this next year. That's kind of going to be my attempted contribution. I don't know what the fuck Punk faces it. But I mean, it's just, I'm just excited to be able to fucking play again, man. I'm excited to be able to get out, and I've got new kit for the year. I've got a new gun for the year. I've got new shit going on. Like, I just want to get out and fucking play, man. Like, not being able to go to any events, not being able to see you nerds except for like one game. is just, it's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fuck when I went to play it at Oregon Airsoft Arena. It was like an indoor. I played with
Is it their Winter Expo?
no, it wasn't the Winter Expo. It was just Gunny from California. He's one of the more well-known Speedsoft players down there. He comes up and he's got a good relationship with the guys up at OAA, and he's a good friend of mine. So I went down and we just hung out for the weekend, and I got to play a bit down there. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, man, I miss that shit. I as much as I shit on Airsoft and everybody who plays it, I really do miss shooting people, and I want to shoot you guys.
I just want to shoot you. I just want to hit you right.
I want you to know I'm now having fantasies. Having fantasies now of like, I'll see you guys on Instagram, and then I'll just imagine unloading an entire magazine into your skull.
Start drawing little white dots on pictures of us with hearts,
like full on kicking pony, just right to the skull.
Oh god, that fucking, that's one thing I want to see in 2021 is I want to see less of this fucking shit. Ooh, more of that. But like this kicking pony bullshit, like fucking airsofters get mad at other airsofters for like not being cool enough. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, none of this shit is cool. Stop taking it so goddamn serious all the fucking time.
You play BB Wars for a living. Shut the fuck up.
Just be nerds. Fuck. God, let nerds be nerds, and all you motherfuckers listening, like,
you're literally well known for playing airsoft and nothing else. Shut your fucking mouth.
Delusions of grandeur, baby. Delusions of grandeur. I wasn't prepared for that one. That caught me. That caught me in the back of the throat. Jesus, it's gonna be terrifying when you get the new mic.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, the ASMR coming your way. It's gonna be awful.
God. Do you guys have any like events or anything specific other than like Copperhead that you guys are really excited about hitting in the next year?
A secret MSW game. I don't think that's been announced yet.
Yeah, I'm going to that one.
Definitely want to try to hit an MSW event again. We kind of blew that last year.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, this one's, well, it blew us last year, but this one's this is the one that we need to go to, like, for sure, Corey. Everybody, like, if we're gonna make one, it needs to be this one.
Okay.
Where is it at again?
It hasn't been announced yet, so we gotta keep that one. I don't want to anger the Warren for he fucking lest he unleashes autistic wrath upon us. But it is going to be a cool event.
Very real statement. You don't want to be on the business end of the autism barrel.
It's fun watching it get pointed.
I know.
It comes in hard, and you don't just get out of the way.
People are trickling in the chat. Southern Front 3. Yeah, American Milsim just announced Southern Front 3. It's in April, which seems like really soon because they just did Southern Front 2. But, I mean, it makes sense given that it was pushed so far back due to COVID. Let me see what the actual dates are on that. Let me pull up the American Milsim.
Time kind of just hits differently this now. You're just gonna.
It really does because we just did Southern Front 2 in September, right? Yeah, it was in September, and Southern Front 3 is now going to happen in, I think, April is what I saw. It says details coming soon on their website, so maybe
they had a date. I swear I saw it.
April 10th.
April 10th. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So then they have April 10th, which is holy fuck. That's really, really close. So that's awesome. I'm glad to see that they're kind of like, I'm sure they're all chomping at the bit to like get shit moving again and get back to a sense of normalcy. So yeah, we've got Southern Front 3, April 10th to 11th. Black Site 2 is happening now, which that'll be cool because Black Site is the one I didn't get to go to it, but that's one of the biggest events as far as American Milsim players that people are like really wanted to hit again.
Yeah, I heard that was a good one.
I'm trying to go to some new events. Like I said, I'm going to do the Real Sim LLC. They've got some really cool ideas about how they want to do that at D-Day Adventure Park. Let's see, we said Milsom West. I don't know what Overwatch has got planned for the year. I know they have a super hush-hush project being planned at a really neat new field in central U.S. or in the Midwest that is going to be, hopefully we'll be able to take part in that, or at least one of us will be able to take part in that, maybe more than one of us. Hopefully we'll be able to announce more about that moving forward. It's still in the very, very early conceptual stages. But it is going to be unlike anything that's ever been done before in Airsoft.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
There's nothing out there that's like it. And you guys are really going to like it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Huge. Big leg.
God, dude, it's so good. It's so fucking spot on. It's so fun. Corey's just losing his shit.
If I could go back and do my Trump animations again, I'd have you do voiceover for it.
Listen, if you need a Trump, I'm your Trump.
It's never too late. It's never too late to just go in and just dub that shit like right now.
If you think he's done, like just because of the new president, that's not going to happen.
No way.
That's a gift that keeps on giving.
Oh man, I don't want to get into it.
A glorious Cheeto dusted flower he is. All right. Off of that. I'm some positives. Let's do a little positives and negatives try to get some positives came out of 2020. Faded pilot props is one of my biggest ones because I've loved watching that kid like kind of get some fucking momentum, get some traction the last year. His quality of work is excellent. I highly recommend you guys all go check it out. I'm about to throw him a shitload of money here soon to make me a Red Hood helmet. There's been a bunch that I've wanted to buy. They're all like the $300-$400 range. So I'm guessing I'm going to need to pay him around the same amount. But I know his quality of work is good enough that I can justify spending a large amount of money on that. And I really prefer to give my money to somebody that I know if I can.
Yeah.
He's doing some shit for Corey's new project too, which would be really cool.
Yeah, he keeps sending me updates. So he has an extruder, which I've never seen. I know what an extruder is, but I've never seen one like actually in action. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen. That's essentially where it pulls it up out of the resin as opposed to printing it upwards.
What?
Yeah. So you have a pool of resin and it like, I'm not even going to try and get behind the science of it, but it pulls the object from that pool of resin. So it's like forming it from the pool instead of a what do you call it? A filament or whatever going through and printing upwards.
Yeah, Aaron, it be you. We're sucking your dick. Just lay back and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that's one of my biggest things from 2020 that I really enjoyed was him coming out and watching stuff like that grow. Shitting on the APL was another one of my favorite things of the year.
Bro,
I've got to mention it. I've just got to because it just became too much fucking fun. I don't know whatever
happened with them.
They released one free episode and they have yet to release the season. So I've done shitting on them. I had my fun with it. At this point, I hope people get their money's worth. That's all I'm saying about it.
I asked somebody involved in the project about it last night, and they didn't know. So
imagine actually spending money on that. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were my two positives. Sure I'll think of more. But what do you got, Punk?
No, I gotta say the same thing for I feel like Airsoft dad to Aaron because Faded Pilot, like he's up in my area, and I remember seeing him on Instagram, just being like, I don't know, man, this kid, he's up to something. I
found him because you found him. Yeah. And he was doing like Titanfall shit, and you were getting super hard.
So and like he's made my jump kit. He's making a from scratch helmet. He's doing my dad. Like, anyway, he's super talented. I'm glad to see he's got his coming up, and he's getting his own following and group of people and his own community going. So, like, good on him.
Your Slaughter project too.
Yeah. So Slaughter is I don't know. Like I've been getting in my head a lot about it. And so it's like trying to figure out how I need to move forward, but I feel like I'm putting too much pressure on it where it doesn't need to be, where I'm, do the things that I know how to do. Yeah. Fucking. So, the next, I think I gave a little sneak peek on what the design was, but it's a Justal, District 15 collaboration with, the Slaughter project. And so that's going to be a special edition launch that I think I'm going to be doing a pair with. You get vinyl, you get the patch, you get an apparel, all in a bundle, and it'll be presented real nice. It'll be a nice package.
I better get first crack at that, or I'm gonna be
Oh yeah. So, and those will be, and that's the other thing too, is that I've kind of, I don't have a whole lot of space for like big bulk quantity of inventory right now. I mean, maybe in the future it'll, the demand will be there, but I think they're going to be like really limited edition launches. So like kind of like how with like the old school punk stuff, once it's done, and then we move on to the next thing. So, and then with a return possibility of other designs coming back. So.
Yeah. And maybe some new designs that we I know we talked a while back about the shirt that we were doing with EG. We haven't forgotten. It's still in the works.
Yeah.
Punk is kind of doing the touch-up stuff on it. It's really, we can't figure out what to name it, but it's cool.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. I just wanted something different. I wanted something weird. Like the tactical thing is cool. Like it's appropriate for our sport. I just wanted something different. Like it just something fun. I wanted something that looked like it belonged on a metal t-shirt. So yeah, it's got definitely got some death metal vibes to it. What about you, Karl? Give me two things you liked in 2020.
Both of mine were not airsoft related.
That's perfectly all right.
Did I ask you that fucking question?
Okay. Anyway,
Jesus.
The amount of media work I did and like actually taking the leap to buy really expensive equipment and like have regular clientele that I do outside of my normal job is cool. So that was fun, even though it kind of died off a little bit with me having COVID in November. And then actually like learning how to drift. That's been a lot of fun. And like I just picked up a steering wheel to just try to keep the muscle memory there of working the wheel and how to properly drift and stuff like that. But yeah, my goal for next year is to hit a lot of drift events too. So between airsoft and drift events, I'm going to be very poor.
Yeah, you picked cars and airsoft are two extremely expensive hobbies. You done fucked up so hard.
I've got a car project planned too. I think we talked about it. So
yes, and I'm very excited for it.
I've never done a car project before, and I'm going to be working with my good buddies down Blaster Bros, who like do all my airsoft stuff. So they built this really cool Nissan, and I was like, "What?" They're like, "Absolutely, yeah, we're going to do that." So we're going to fuck with the Yaris. So
nice.
Your cyber build, that's gonna be fucking sweet. What about you, Corey?
So fucking stupid,
man. I feel like a jackass because I had a great year. So, it was honestly, being stuck at home. I worked on my art a lot, which I had totally separated myself from for years.
Your art.
Good. It is good. Yeah. Well, anyways, I taught myself how to animate. I'm working on some 3D animation type stuff now that I'm trying to teach myself. I got to act in my first film. I wrote 2 screenplays, getting ready to direct my first one. But man, it's been a lot more of that as opposed to getting out and doing other things. Being locked up is kind of, I don't know, allowed me to do that. So it's been a good year. I've gotten some good exposure. So hopefully that carries over into the next year. Hopefully people, once they get out of their houses, still want to watch stupid movies on YouTube. So we'll see.
Hopefully. God willing, we'll all be back for Spaceballs 2. The search for more money.
The search for more money.
Again, Ryan Dean's in the chat. Speaking of the MCX I showed you guys earlier, that's the man, the myth, the legend, Fatco Customs. Hit him up for all of your BB slinging needs. He is an excellent tech. His tier 1 and tier 0 builds are really, really, really fucking impressive. But I'll have more updates on actually using the gun tomorrow. Something airsoft related that I just thought of. We're talking about 2020 as a year. Is anybody like paying attention to the fucking Airsoft Awards this year? Because I know Inept Tactics was lobbying. So Ricky's lobbying so fucking hard to win and knock somebody off the pedestal for like best airsoft player male category. What the fuck ever.
Who, Ricky
does? Ricky, yeah, dude. Inept wants that shit. He wants it hard, and he was fucking. Dude,
okay, but what's going to happen if somebody like Snoopy, or sorry, Inept, what happens when somebody like Inept knock somebody else off that top spot, I feel like everyone's gonna like not want to do it anymore because it's not. I don't know, it's not a for sure thing. Like I gotta put effort into this now again. I don't know, and then it's just not as cool because now they let anybody come out.
I was going to say we can't talk too much shit because we tried to do our own Airsoft Awards and then just got fucking bored with it. But we can absolutely talk all the shit.
We never even did the awards.
We'll blame that on
totally
COVID.
forgot about that.
We didn't even tally up the fucking. I remember asking Corey like what the count was at it, and he was like, I don't know.
Listen, it was a great terrible idea, and then COVID ruined it.
Yeah.
All right. We need to tell you what that's a good 2021 resolution for us. Is let's try to do the fucking American Airsoft Awards again. I'm sure we can get Kev roped into that. I'm sure we can get I'm sure we can pull some strings. Do it. Maybe do something like with a couple of podcasts.
Well, I mean, either way, it'll still be better than APL.
Oh God.
Those poor
as bad as it will be, inevitably be, as bad as it will be, it's still better.
Or at least we're claiming it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not going to charge you money for it.
What we should do, and the chat
we're not.
The chat can argue.
I had a price. I had a price.
Okay, well, I'll just shit talk in the comments section.
Faded is asking if we need trophies, and I think this could go somewhere. All right, so.
Yeah,
2021. Let's try to do an American Airsoft Awards. Let's see if we can get. We'll reach out to like Kev and Gun Gamers, and see if we can fucking wrangle some shit together. Because I think between our fucking 4 mildly functional shows, we could probably whip something out. That could be a good time. I'll donate him for free. See, look at that. Look at that. The boy right there. And then fucking our Airsoft dad is in the chat. Fucking Too Tall. Too Tall's in here. Having a fucking great time.
That's funny.
I need to. So you were talking earlier, Karl, about wanting to do an AK build. I really, really want to do a Polar Star AK build. Airsoft Dad on Instagram has got one that he did. I think he put the N7 engine in it, the red line, which those engines. I'm sorry, that's the one thing I'll argue with him until the cows go home is that engine's fucking terrible. I had 2 of them. Dude, I had 2 red, which maybe it just wasn't installed right. I'll before I talk too much more shit.
Got it.
I had one that was installed properly and it shot like shit. I used a buddy's that was installed properly. And it was actually installed by like their rep and it shot like shit. And then I was given an N7 engine at Conquest of Avalon 2 and I gave it away to some kid.
I remember that.
Yeah. So, it is what it is. But I want to do I really want to do an AK, maybe an Arctis body or an LCT or a ENL, and then do like a modern TAC AK and slap a Kythera into it.
Everybody was telling me to go LCT when I asked that question.
They're hot, man. They're fucking hot. But the Arctis is like $120 and it's full metal and it looks good. So aren't LCTs like obscenely expensive?
Yes.
See, that's what it is. Oh, someone finally noticed the White Claw.
Ye Claw.
That only took the whole episode.
Congrats. That is getting donated to Ian from Gun Gamers, like right after the show, apparently.
Yeah, he was mentioning how he was like, oh, what the fuck, I gotta have that. So,
oh my god. Yeah, Ryan says LCTs are the best. Jennifer Warden says Happy New Year's. Well, Happy New Year's to you too, because somebody's got to be happy about this shit. I'm pretty pleased with it.
True.
I need to get my hands on an LCT. It's not a like I always hear the name and I've gotten really into watching Negative Airsoft on YouTube. I don't know if did you guys go look him up after I mentioned him?
No.
Holy fuck, he's funny. He's this British guy with a mohawk and he just like bitches at the guns he's teching. Like for the entire 30-minute video. He's just like, hey, fucking cunt. Like just bitching and bitching and bitching at that fucking gun. So I actually kind of want to reach out to that dude. I'm going to see if I can get in touch with him and have him on the show. Cass says he talks to him pretty regularly, so I might be able to convince that boy across the pond to get on here. But his shows are hysterical. He's got a YouTube channel where he just puts up videos of him breaking guns down, teching them, putting together, and then saying horrible things about them, mainly VFCs. He hates fucking VFC.
What?
Yeah, dude, he's great. Yeah, I agree. Tom says he's most underrated Airsoft YouTube channel, and I actually agree. So I highly recommend everybody. The small amount of clout that we have, please, for the love of God, go watch Negative Airsoft on YouTube and can comment that he needs to come on the ASAP podcast because I really want to have that dude on the show. He seemed to be a fun guest.
Corey, what are you drawing there, by the way?
Where are we at on time? I'll show you at the end of the show.
Okay.
20 minutes?
20
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah,
You
20
draw-
20
Draw
20 more
fast,
minutes.
boy.
20
Draw
more
fast.
minutes. Begin.
quicker. Oh man. But yeah, fuck, dude. It feels like the year just started and I want to go do shit and I want to have Airsoft shit to talk about. So I will I think I am gonna do a small review on the MCX. Less on Fat Kids tech work because I already know that's going to be phenomenal. I've shot it in the backyard and this thing it fucks. There's no two ways about it. But it does, the gun as a whole has some really, really odd quirks that I want to kind of get into whenever I do get a little bit more time with it. Like it might be something like I think is an issue now and it won't be whenever I take it out, like battery fitment and that mag fitment issue. And like there's some weird things with the stock. So I think I might put up. I know I was saying like I don't ever want to make
aside
content,
from
but I
a
might try
laundry
that.
list of issues. It's a good gun.
My guns are required to have problems. It really is like for the first year they're not allowed to work. Like we're on the same wavelength. Like my guns have to break and be super expensive and not work for the first year. Specifically my mags. But I bet this gun's gonna fuck. I'm really excited to take it to DFWAP tomorrow and just dunk on some rental kids with my $1,000 plus build and just be a horrible human being. But I'm betting my mags won't feed because that's just my luck.
I'm sure you'll be at somebody's meme.
Yeah, like, Ryan says it better fucking work. The gun will work. Well, like I said, there's zero issue with Ryan's tech work. I'm really excited. The thing shoots like a fucking dream. But I'm betting that my mags won't fit right because I bought a
spider.
I bought 10 of the what are these?
There we go.
Come here, you son of a bitch. Yeah. I bought 10 of these. I hit up I don't know if you guys saw the Airsoft Alphonse video where he's using that MCX, but that was actually belonged to Brad Haig, who's the local guy here that I know, and I hit him up and I was like, yo, do those Lancer AWM mags work? And he said, yeah, they work, but the PTS EPM ones work better. I don't want to spend $30 a fucking mag for a mag that I have to break in for like a year. These were $40 for a box of 5, so I bought 10. And he said they feed fine, but they do have a little bit of a weird fitment issue, and I think that has more to do with either these mags or with the gun, but I'm going to figure out my way around them. I'm sure it'll be something stupid that I can knock out, but they look fucking cool. Like I like the fake bullets. These are
I really want to get those the 20 rounders, the new 170 round mid cap magazines, but they look like the 20 round magazines.
Well, so these, are you talking about the EPMs?
Yeah, the EPM 1S or whatever.
Yeah, I am a little curious with that product coming out if game hosts are going to change. I mean, I can't imagine that they'll change the rules for that mag, but mag capacity for an event is supposed to be for 150 round mid caps. Those are 250s for the no. I'm talking about the full size mid caps. The new full size EPM ones are 250 rounds,
which is basically a high cap.
Yeah, it's half a high cap. Yeah, but so our event this is fucking, we actually have a topic for a little bit here at least. We've been kind of winging it like we always do. That's another thing, 2021. I'm on Corey had a really cool idea to kind of keep game or chat flow for the show going. So we're going to try that on the next episode. But yeah, so like I'm curious if they'll adjust it at all for the EPM ones, but for the fact that they have 100 more rounds than every other mid cap. Like you can't limit somebody for a specific mid cap, you know? Maybe they'll just cut it down to like 5 mid caps only, and just people who happen to have those will be in a better spot. Or because these are 190s, the ones that I have. Even they're a little bit more. AMS said they'll ban anything higher than the EPM one. Yeah, but how? Like I feel like that's a. I feel like that's a toothless ban. Like that's got no bite. You know what I mean? Like good on them for
It's hard to
making the
regulate, though.
effort. Yeah, like good on them for making the effort, and I'm glad to see that an event host, especially one as big as AMS, is taking the time to pay attention to stuff like that. That's cool. But yeah, like what do you walk around and check everybody's mags? Do you check their mags at Chrono? How do you?
Yeah, they'd probably have to check them at Chrono.
Yeah, now I got to take them on mags to Chrono too.
Yeah,
But Punk, you're talking about the shorty ones. You said they're what, 90 round mid caps, little stubbies?
No, they're 170 round mid capacity magazines, but they look like the 20 round magazines that you would get.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize they had 170. That's
are you talking about like the Vietnam style ones almost?
Just the little SR25 style.
Yeah, but they're for the AR-15 platforms. But so they're stubby, less to smaller magazines, which is rad. But they have like 170 rounds in them. Like that's awesome. Like everybody should do that.
Aesthetically, the tiny mags are fucking hot. I really like that a lot.
Umbrella Armory had a sale. They're like, all right, get them while we have them. And I went in. I tried to buy 6 of them, and
disappeared.
They didn't say that they were sold out, but as soon as I went in, it was like, can't take your card, can't take your card. I was like, bull fucking shit, it's in there, fine. And then I go into the cart after it said I couldn't do it. It was like sold out. I'm like, oh fuck. So
that's one thing I despise about PTS though is they sell their mags like one at a time. Like fuck, just sell me a box of 5. God damn.
Or a 3-pack.
Like, yeah, like sell a pack. No, just box. Don't get it complicated because they'll lose it. Just do a box of 5 like I did with these. Like box of 5 mags. Cut me. Like don't still make them $30 a fucking piece. Like I get it. The mag
they'll be 29.
Yeah,
$29.99. Grateful swine.
Jesus Christ. I'm still. Oh God.
You should feel good that they allow you to have those mags in your gun. Like you're welcome that we made those. So
I'm a dirty peasant that's complaining. I shouldn't.
Also, another thing I wanted to mention that happened in 2020 that a lot of people can agree is that like BBs and stuff were super hard to find. Like with all these like manufacturers doing less and harder to get stuff in to the country because of COVID and stuff like that. Like for me, I had a hard time finding good BBs that I wanted to use.
I wasn't playing enough for it to like really be a factor for me. And Zero X Customs, he's always got HPA BBs on tap. So I had a hookup, but I definitely for somebody like you're in Colorado, like you've got limited resources as far as like local fields and stuff. And I'm sure a lot of local shops we're having huge issues getting capacity. We talked to Dan a little bit about that, but he didn't seem worried about like shipping shit over at all.
I don't know, because like when I was looking to buy BBs for Jackal on Evike and GI, like basically didn't have anything. And GI claimed they had BBs, but they didn't, so they airshipped them to me. I had them airshipped because I needed them badly, and they airshipped them like 2 weeks later when they finally got some in. So
I'm sure. Yeah, Jordan is a good guy with a lot of medical bills that invented the magazine. Okay, well that makes sense. I'm assuming he's talking about the PTS. But yeah, like I'm convinced that Evike doesn't actually ever have anything in stock, and that's why their shipping takes so fucking long. Is they're still waiting on it to come over from Asia. So you buy it, and then I get that everyone was delayed with COVID right now, but like I ordered these mags like a month ago, and I got a shipping notice like a week ago that they were coming. It shipped quick enough though, so that was nice. Unlike the MCX, which took almost 4 weeks to get here. That thing stayed in fucking Illinois for 15 days. It traveled 54 miles and then showed up at my house the next day. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. USPS got slapped so hard this holiday. I felt bad for him, to be honest. I saw Punk. You left little treaties for him out on the porch.
Yeah, so I had it went really well. In fact, we had some guys deliver new couches, and just anybody at the time where it's just like, yeah, bro, take something. If sobriety is your thing, there's some energy drinks in there. They're like, holy fuck, man, this is so cool. So it definitely made some of their days. I feel good about it. Leaving booze out on my front porch.
Nice.
It's a dangerous game. And we live on like
dirt road too. So like the people that come driving up and down here are either they live further up the dirt road or are delivery trucks. And if you're not one of those, then you don't really belong. You don't belong here, son.
Look at Punk doing nice things for people. Look at us doing nice. So we had actually, this was something I meant to talk about at the beginning of the show. There was that kid. I don't know if you guys saw this video, and we need to finish throwing this care package together for him. But there was a kid that went viral on TikTok because he was doing mag changes with a Nerf gun, and I don't know if you guys have seen the video. His name, the kid's, I think he's going by Crom or something like that, or that's what everybody's been calling him. But it went super viral on TikTok and on Instagram for all the wrong reasons. This kid made this video and he's doing like tack reloads with like a Nerf gun, and he's actually really fucking fast. And I was kind of impressed. But he's got like he's, instead of using a sling, he's got like a piece of string, and he obviously like has no money and like or very limited resources with what he's using. He's got a pretty heavy speech impediment, so that it was implied that he may have some cognitive issues. I don't really think he does. I think it's just a speech impediment. But the internet does what the internet does and came out to try to just demolish this poor kid because it started getting shared on like 2A gun pages and shit on Instagram. And then surprisingly, out of nowhere, it took a really positive turn, which was cool to see. Somebody tagged Grand Thumb in one of the kids' videos, and then Grand Thumb immediately was like, "Hey, no, I want to have this kid on my YouTube channel. Like, how do I reach out to him? How do I get in touch with him?" And then a GoFundMe started, and then like all this fucking love and support started pouring out through. They found out kind of quick, I think, that they can't really send the kid anything like real firearms related because of his age. But I think I'm going to send him an ARP9 that I've got that I'm never going to use. We've got some shirts and shit we're going to send to him as well. I don't know if you guys have got anything you want to throw in. I know I'd mentioned it, but I need to do that.
That kid's going to have so many airsoft.
He's like, that's like, we're going to be so behind the ball. Like anything we give him just probably isn't even going to get used, but I still would like to try to send this kid a care package. Like, why the fuck not? Stephen Hancock, the man himself from SCP Overlord, is in the chat. What's going on, baby? But so that was one of the cooler things that I saw come out of 2020, like kind of near the end. There, in a time where Airsoft has gotten so toxic, especially in the groups, and it's become the point where like it's a meta meme inside of itself on just how fucking visceral and angry and mean the community has gotten over the last like year. And I think a lot of it has to do with just being locked up and only being able to make memes and shit on people. Which sounds weird coming from me especially, because I love talking shit. It's just fun to me. But I think that at least in my mind, it's less mean-spirited, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I am just a cunt. But it's cool to see the internet do something good, and it's cool to see the community like rally and support a kid who I think really needed it. So that was nice. Now that the wholesome segment is over, Corey.
What?
Time's up.
What did I do? No, it's not. He's still good. I just wanted to fuck with him.
Buy me 3 minutes.
Buy you 3 minutes.
No, I agree. That was a pretty cool deal. Seeing people hop up and support that kid.
Yeah, I need to get that stuff from you still, and then I'll send everything out.
We're not all terrible human beings, even though I've been told differently lately.
It just kind of depends, man. Like 2020 was a roller coaster, especially for like content creators, it seems. Except for Steven, who fucking Overlord's at like what, 4.5 million views right now or some shit like that.
It was like 4.1 something, but I mean,
that's wild though. That's like, it's like 1 million views a week almost for a minute there, wasn't it? Or something crazy like that.
Yeah. I think we did 4 through 4 weeks is what it was.
I've been seeing a lot of like veterans react to SCP Overlord. And they definitely react. But
what's funny is like they like it. Of course, they always want to tear apart tactics, which is it's stupid. There's a million ways to skin a goat. None of them are necessarily wrong. I mean, some of them are obviously wrong, but I watched it was like a British group of soldiers that did a react video, our Royal Marines. And they were saying at the portion where we're going down the hallway that you'd want to stack up on every single door. And I'm like, you're in a wide open hallway.
Those guys are in the US. I watched that one. Yeah, those guys those guys are kind of goobers.
Yeah, regardless, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If you have an open hallway and open doors, you're just flowing. There's no stopping. So like, is it perfect? No, it's never going to be perfect. Room clearing is never a perfect science, but just hearing that's the only one I heard where I was like, okay, well, you're blatantly wrong. But other than that, the reaction to it has still been positive, like in most of the tech videos that I've seen.
Well, people are like cosplaying your characters. You got fan art coming out.
Yeah, they seem to really like the Jansen character. Don't know why.
On the it wasn't even your voice. On the
nobody would want to cosplay him if it was my voice.
On the subject of room cleaning, though, I've been watching a lot because I'm trying to do this shit properly. I guess moving into 2021 a little bit more, take it a little more seriously. UF Pro Gear, who is a fantastic gear company, has got some really kick-ass videos that they put up for free on their YouTube. And these are like hour-long seminars on how to clear rooms properly and how to stack properly and how to fucking move and how to hold your gun and like how to do land nav and all this other shit. And it's crazy that they're putting this content out for free. So anybody in Airsoft or anybody it just has interest in tactics. Like I've been doing a lot of reading and shit. I've been reading, like, I've got the fucking Rhodesian SAS combat manual I've been fucking flipping through.
Cole actually learned how to read in 2020, so that was a positive.
Yeah, that was.
I'm really, really proud of you, by the way.
I still have to sound it out. The lack of alcohol has helped me. I mean, maybe that was what was making me illiterate. But
Onyx is success.
I got the hooked on phonics monkey wouldn't stop masturbating, so I had to get rid of him. But he was definitely great help. I was here, but. Yeah, I mean, so if you guys want to get into it and you want to like learn some shit, go to UF Pro Gear on YouTube and watch their videos because they're excellent. They're really, really, really well made.
Yeah. And I got to give it to Robo for turning me on to UF Pro. Like I own as much of their stuff as I can afford. It's all great. It makes Cry look like trash. Sorry, Cry fanboy.
Yeah, that jacket I bought from you is fucking incredible. Steven says there's patches and stickers coming too. Yeah, we saw the patch. And it's hot. I can't wait for that to drop. You're gonna sell out of those so fucking fast.
Yeah, Corey gave us a little sneak peek, and it's amazing.
A little sneaky.
But all right, Corey. What? I see what you've been drawing.
Yeah.
Can
you guess what it's titled?
3 assholes. I don't know.
It's I call it the people I hate the most. Look at these guys.
Look at that.
Look at these guys.
You got my dumbass look, right? I like it. I like the streaks of gray. That's really hot.
You got your little salt and pepper.
Mark Eaton asked, "Hey, may I ask for a reminder of who that porn YouTube tech was on YouTube, please?" So the Negative Airsoft on YouTube is the tech, and his videos are hysterical. And I need to reach out and see if I can get him on the show because that dude makes me laugh like a fucking lot. But with that being said, we're getting to wrap up time. We will be back the Friday after next. I don't know what date that is. I could probably just look on my computer, but I want to see here. Palm Airsoft. Let me see. About 1, 2. The 15th.
Who do we have?
We'll be back the 15th. I think we're going to get Woodcock on finally because he's not going to be too busy for us. Also, he will be fresh off of American Milsim's I was going to say Conquest of Avalon.
Iron.
He's going to fresh off of American Milsim's Iron Horse 3 in Perry, Georgia. So I definitely want to get his thoughts on that and see how it is. Punk is getting set up. We got one last question in the chat here before we cut it off. What are your thoughts on 6mm airsoft? All talk or what? I don't know jack shit about 6mm airsoft except for they make BBs, I think. I have not shot any of their product. I know absolutely nothing about the product. I know that some of the guys, I think the Task Force podcast guys would be the ones to ask that. Hit them up on Instagram or YouTube and see what they think.
Listen, if you don't know anything about it and people are just hyping it, it's probably bullshit.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
2021 is the year of positivity. They sponsored APL, didn't they?
Punk. I don't know. I have no idea because all they did was talk about the free shit they were giving away. Anyway, raise a glass, lows both listener and host, as we told you, filthy degenerates. Rejoice that this dumpster fire is finally coming to an end. Thank fucking God. Another Serious Airsoft podcast is based around a terrible idea that people actually want to listen to grown men talk about their toy guns and their adventures using them. And with the lack of follow through, us airsofters exude. It's a fucking miracle we made it to even 2021. If you like what you heard, great. Let us know. And if you don't, keep that shit to yourself because we don't do constructive criticism. Remember to call your hits. Don't let the admin see you drinking, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Toodaloo.